Hey,
Bets trivia episode.
Wow. Shout out B. Hayes for that great
Hey.
intro.
Hey, B. Hayes,
Matt,
we appreciate
Could you hear
the
that?
music.
You could hear it, Matt?
I mean, I could hear it because the speaker's right here in front of my face.
Yeah, well,
I think this new mic, I'm not used to this new alien technology, and maybe it sound blocked all of the fucking music for the intro, which we edit back in anyways. We're professionals.
We had a quiet
production on this podcast.
Todd and I thought audio had gone out there. We're like, whoa here.
Yeah, Gramsci hooks it up still. Remember, shout out. And I think that thing still might be plugged up to the Titan that was submersible that was heading down to
mayhaps
over 4,000.
They might have used the same device.
100.
That's why they couldn't communicate. But
it's
nevertheless, we're here. Beers and Bets trivia episode. I'll be hosting the trivia tonight, asking the questions. I'll let you guys know ahead of time. There's only one reptile question out of 10. We only have one reptile question. So I came up a little bit short on including the scaled creatures, but we'll make it happen. Big thing is, who's going first? Pick a number on the dice.
Roll the die.
Pick a number 2 to 12. Come on.
7.
Brad's got a 7. Jimmy?
8.
It's a 4. So Brad was closest. Brad, do you want to kick or receive?
I will. Let me get that first question. I'm thinking you started us off with reptiles right off the bat.
Brad wants the first question.
I want that reptile one.
No. And reptile question is not first. But the only hint I will offer is the theme. The theme to this trivia is kind of like Missouri and St. Louis centric. There's a lot of Missouri and St. Louis based questions in here. Sports and non-sports.
Lewis and Clark?
No Lewis and Clark. No Lewis and Clark. All right.
What about Napoleon?
I'm going to dock you points if you keep going here.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Brad, question number 1. In the 2009 season, the St. Louis Rams went 1-15. Which wide receiver on that team led the team in receptions? Is it A, Donnie Avery, B, Danny Amendola, C, Brandon Gibson, or D, Keenan Burton?
That fourth one's a weird one, but I'll go Danny Amendola.
Danny Amendola is incorrect. So Jimmy, leading wide receiver on this 1-15 team. Remaining options are Donnie Avery, Brandon Gibson, or Keenan Burton.
Go Burton.
You're going Burton? That's also incorrect.
Fuck.
It was Donnie Avery.
Gibson.
It was kind of like a special teams guy from what I remember, right?
He would hit big plays.
No, they had drafted him pretty high. He just sucked. Like every other player they drafted.
Well, Amendola must have got hurt that year because
I turned 21 that year, and
Avery had, I think, 49 receptions, and Amendola had 47. And if those are your two leading receivers, you're gonna go 1-15.
That might have been the year he finally broke through. Who knows?
Yeah, we've talked about it on here before, but when we went to that game, it was the opening day, Bradford's first game.
And was it Givens or somebody caught a big touchdown?
We walked in, and it was the first opening kickoff, and they were playing the Cardinals, and we look up, and Amendola is returning kicks, and we're like, why is a white dude return the first game of the year, and we have a white guy returning kicks for our football team, the opening kickoff, and we got a white guy, and that's
right.
Racist. It was just dude, the talent has to be thin because why the fuck are we?
We had seen Tony Horn back there 10 years earlier, just housing
Joe. Tony Horn.
Yeah.
Joe Horn was dude from
Joe Horn was New Orleans.
Pull that cell phone out.
Joe Horn was cool.
He was.
He was cool.
Celebration ever.
All right.
That's another thing we should do. Top celebrations.
Right. So top celebrations is something we need to do a draft for.
Yeah.
because I got some ideas.
You can include like home run walks, like after a home run, like the best,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's become
Sammy
a thing now
Sosa.
for sure. Yeah.
Sammy Sosa doing the hop and like that shit would be really cool. But all
All
right,
right. So all square 0-0. Jimmy, question number 2 is, and you'll like this one. The St. Louis Cardinals are on pace for a losing record this year. When was the last time the Cardinals finished with a losing record? Was it A, 2006, B, 2007, C, 2008, or D, 2009?
give me them one more time.
2006.
2007.
2007's correct.
Yeah.
Yep. They finished like 6 games under
Yeah,
500
they were
that
really
year.
bad.
Just
That
had
was
a down year.
Weird year, but they won the. You said 2006. They won the World Series that year.
No, I mean, I didn't know that.
Why would that be an option?
This is new knowledge for Matt. They did what? No shit. What? All right.
They won the World Series with a losing record. You never know. In the NFL, it could
Oh,
happen.
Matt's gonna be spewing like completely inaccurate facts.
Fucking
Now. Yeah, the
odds.
Cardinals won the
But-
World Series with a losing record. Pretty cool.
But when you look at the Cardinals standings for the last like 20, 30 years, it is pretty impressive because it's like 88 wins,
How
95
bad their
wins,
division
100
is. I've
wins,
said it forever.
100 wins, 90 wins, 88 wins. It's like
Yeah,
the
years that they had
consistency
their
is
best
impressive.
teams- the years that they had their best teams, they actually didn't win. When they lost to the Red Sox in 04 and in 13, those years they were really good. Like
Yeah.
runners in scoring position in
Oh.
2013, the Cardinals like set records for how good. If there was a guy in second base, like they would drive him in no matter what, man. And it was pretty like they were putting up numbers that people hadn't done. And then they lose the World Series those years. And then the years that they like aren't great, but I mean injuries too, like Pujols was
Well,
hurt.
I'm just saying, like, looking at the Cardinals standings and being like, well, they had fucking 20 out of 22 years with a winning season. And I'm a Buccaneers fan, and the Buccaneers
rather
have
get
had
there-
like
Would you
10
rather
out of
get there every
20
year or
losing
get there and
seasons.
win it when you are there.
Win it when I am there, 100%.
There you go.
And that's the Red
smart.
Sox strategy. That's what
Yeah.
they've done because
4
they've
and
had more
16.
down years than the Cardinals have, but they've had more championships in the last couple decades as well.
Get our
so.
division down here.
All right, so Jimmy's up 1-0. Brad, question number 3, and I was hoping you'd get this question. From the
Appreciate that.
from the Pokemon base
Oh.
set that we
Oh,
collected
nice.
when we were kids.
Yes.
Charizard is the highest valued Pokemon card. Which Pokemon holds the second highest
I
value?
know. I gotta know this one.
Is it A, Mewtwo, B, Blastoise, C,
Look at it.
I put
Brad,
Ven-
so-
C, Venusaur, or D, Chansey? Which one's your favorite Pokemon, Brad? Who you got?
Wait, the face favorite or what?
Oh no, the highest valued. It's got to
on
be.
where? Like where?
So are these holographics? Are we talking
Well,
holographics?
all
on
these cards
here?
only come in holographics.
The
Yeah.
holographic
See,
version.
These are all
Okay.
holographics. Yeah, they're
I'm pretty
All
very
right.
they're
important.
not
I want to
holographic
make sure we're
Chansey.
not on this bullshit.
I think there was
Yeah.
a non-holographic Chansey.
There might be.
What was the other one? That was like Chansey, like Clefairy.
Clefairy
I'll
was
go
similar
I'll-
to Chansey.
I'll go with Blastoise.
That's a good guess, but it's incorrect, and I was surprised to find that out.
There were so many.
I knew he was
mutants.
one of the
Has to be
original
Venusaur. What are the other-
3.
Yeah,
Well, like their base, whatever.
yeah.
What are
He was one
I
of like the
fucking-
3 top trio.
How the fuck did that game ever get popular? Like amongst a sports craven country, we all got into like, oh, cheap
I don't know.
Pokemon.
Pokem's pretty cool. I
It's
don't
pretty
play it
what
anymore,
fucking-
but I
In
still
what
think it's kind
fucking
of cool.
fantasy land?
I don't know. Some of them look kind of like reptiles. I'm into
No.
that.
Hey,
And
I'm sure there's a reason why you don't collect Pokemon cards and you collect real
Sports cards.
Because
'Cause,
it's
I'm
actually
in-
worth something.
Because you can like the value subject to change. I don't know what the
Brad-
fuck changes the value of a Pokemon
Brad
card.
tries to make a real face that he's wearing that
Yeah.
hat. It's just like, what the fuck? What
But
are the other
I like
options?
this
here?
hat.
Okay, Jimmy. Remaining options are Mewtwo, Venusaur, or Chansey?
All right, and the highest valued, like the
Yeah,
one-
highest valued,
Yeah,
second to
Venusaur.
Charizard. Venusaur's incorrect.
What?
Surprisingly,
You
it's fucking Chansey.
Chance.
Chansey.
The
I have
Chansey
one.
dance.
I have two.
I don't
of
even know what the
those.
fuck that is.
Right here, I get.
Jimmy
I
has
have,
a couple
I
Chanseys
swear to God.
ready for sale.
Yeah.
He
Hey,
might even dig him
Bust
up.
out the Pokedex, motherfucker. Hey, hold on, dude. I am fucking. Hey, Venusaur. Look, I got them all, but hey,
Yeah,
I got a Blastoise, man. But
he's got a
I
nice
swear
looking
to God,
Venusaur. I saw.
there's some.
I love how he had it ready to go.
These things are all going
That's
to
a
get graded out.
Clefairy,
at
not
like
a Chansey.
Oh, fucking Clefairy.
These things are going to get graded out at like a
Hey, hold on
7.2.
now. Hey, you guys
They've
keep
been in-
going. Oh, I'm be
They've
here
been
for a
in his
minute.
plastic container since
He's let us
elementary
search
school.
for his Chansey.
Yeah, I'm looking for the chance.
All right. I'm going to start reading question number 4 to you, though, Jimmy.
Damn, I remember Justin talking about the chance. He probably robbed it from
The
the
Chansey dance.
Yeah.
All right. Jimmy, last season, who was the quarterback that scored the most fantasy points? And this was looked up in
Well, then my
standard
dude.
format. So, quarterback with the most fantasy points. Is it A, Josh Allen, B, Joe Burrow, C, Patty Mahomes, or D, Jalen Hurts? He's infatuated. Josh Allen, that's incorrect.
Oh, hey,
Hurt.
first page.
He's got the Chansey.
I told
Jimmy,
you.
I might need to buy it from you, bro.
I'm telling you, dude. Banger.
$50. I'll buy it
Banger.
from you for $50.
I might have a couple of them in there.
Brad,
Only
remaining
worth it.
options:
Yeah.
Joe Burrow,
Little
Patty
things up.
Mahomes, or Jalen Hurts. That's a clean looking Chansey, dude.
Same.
I'd give you $50 for it.
Oh, dude,
You
take
took
this
it out.
up,
That
Bob.
just dropped it a grade level there. I'll go Hurts.
No, having it in one of these.
Hurts is
That was
also incorrect, but Hurts should have been the answer, Brad. But he missed like 2 or 3 of the last games, if you remember.
We had talked about his like red zone touchdowns, and it is weird how he's almost like Cam. Like you don't want to have a Philly running back because he poaches all those. But who was it?
It was Mahomes, and I was kind of surprised. I thought it would be Hurts because of the rushing,
Oh,
but Mahomes still
I didn't
finished.
even hear Mahomes as an option, but again, I don't think I would have.
Mahomes played all the games.
Yeah, he was
the big
great
thing.
last year. Yeah,
He averaged 25 fantasy points a game.
I know. All right, just go on.
He's a good pick.
And you question.
I might draft Mahomes first round.
All
in
right,
fantasy
the
this
fucking
year.
next question.
Jimmy, would you ever consider drafting Patrick Mahomes first or
No,
second
I like
round?
to win leagues. Do you?
Oh, okay.
In a
Sometimes.
super flex league, it makes sense.
In a
That's the only
2-quarterback
time.
league. Yeah, it would
Yeah.
make sense. Okay. So still 1-0, Jimmy. Question number 5 goes to Brad. Brad, which defense allowed the most points in the NFL last season? Options are A, Cardinals, B, Colts, C, Bears, D, Lions. Worst defense points wise.
Colts, Bears, Lions. Who was the fourth?
Cardinals.
Ooh. I'll go Lions, I guess.
Lions is incorrect. I think they were
Cardinals.
second worst. Cardinals is also incorrect. It was the Bears. The Bears. I think the Bears allowed 40, 45 points a couple times, and that kind of threw
Never
their.
sounds right. You know. I don't know.
Yeah, you think Bears defense?
Yeah, you just do, right?
All right. But Jimmy, you got lucky here because this is the only reptile question, and you're going to get first dibs at it. And this question is worth 2 points. All right.
All right.
This is the daily double. It's worth 2.
Calm down.
Jimmy, are there any species of reptiles that live in Antarctica? A, yes. B, no.
Wait. So I got a question now. If I miss this,
And you burned your chance.
so then he gets.
That's
2
why
points?
that's why it's the fucking daily double bonus question. It's the one reptile question. I warned you guys before the pod. It's a yes or no question.
No.
No is correct. That's 2 points on the board for Jimmy.
I've done my research.
Why wouldn't there be any reptiles in Antarctica, Jim?
Because they need to be in sunlight.
Drop some knowledge.
To, like,
that's right.
Alive or
you've
something.
gained a lot of reptile knowledge throughout our trivia years.
Well, what do you think I do before we start this shit, dude? I'm not playing NHL.
Reading up on reptiles.
Like crawdads.
Oh,
what are you up to?
Those don't count. All right, Brad. We know comebacks are a thing on trivia. So, Brad, question number 7 goes to you. What decade did the Lake of the Ozarks get completed? It's a man-made lake. We all know that. 1920s, 1930s,
made that lake.
1940s, or 1950s. What year did they finish digging those big holes?
What were the options, Matt? Just so I can.
20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s.
30s.
That's correct. Brad's back on the board.
Back on the board.
Game. Oh, he's on the board, I should say.
Hey,
All right. Jimmy, to stay in the state of Missouri, what is the Missouri state bird? Is it A, the American robin?
I know, Brad.
B, the cardinal? C, the purple finch? Or D, the eastern bluebird?
Bluebird, the eastern bluebird.
Oh, you know your fucking birds, man. That's correct. Go. Damn, I'm surprised Jimmy got that.
Let's go.
Brad's taking a fat sip like, God.
Let's go.
I'm surprised Jimmy got that one.
Let's go, man.
Jimmy's been getting like 4th grade trivia on the last 2 questions here. The state bird,
and if reptiles exist,
and can a reptile live on a frozen fucking tundra?
There's sun there.
All right, I need to do this. For this to be a competitive game, both of these last 2 questions are worth 2 points.
Whatever.
All right?
Yeah,
of course they are.
And Brad, this is a big question for you, and it's random. But question number 9 out of 10 is: John Mabry played from 1994 to 2007. How many bases did John Mabry steal in his career? Is it A, 5, B, 6, C, 7, or D, 8?
This is like Mike Matheny's best buddy.
I love 5. John Mabry. 5's incorrect. But we're going to let this. You're going to get a guess back if Jimmy doesn't hit this. Because the host makes the rule on our trivia show, isn't that right?
Yeah. To get me to lose. All right, yeah, fucking.
We might be able to find a way still.
What is it? He said.
Remaining guesses are 6, 7, or 8.
All right, yeah, 8.
8's incorrect. Oh. Brad, John Mabry, how many stolen bases in his career? 6 or 7? Damn it, 6 is incorrect.
There we go.
And we'll call it there. We'll do the final question as honorary.
That's amazing how you can play that long as a career like pinch hitter.
Well, but
that's pretty much all he did.
So if John Mabry has 7 stolen bases in 13 years, all of those have to be like first and third circumstances, right? Do they count that as a steal if it's a free steal?
There was years where like Pujols led the Cardinals or Yachty did in stolen bases. You know what I mean? Like because like nobody else would, and they weren't fast.
But yes, those were gifted steals. I would be shocked.
They count them in the box score as a steal?
Yes,
it's a first and third. Basically, they give you second base. It's still a steal.
That counts.
Yeah,
but there's like a lot of those though, Brad. You would know. You know what I mean? Like they're saying they're giving it to you, but that was read off the pitcher and they just swiped it. Like there's those ones where. But I don't even know if they count the ones that you just run when they don't care.
If you advance a base,
they'll do it.
It's a stolen base.
I'm talking the ones where it's like Pujols leading the Cardinals, and you know what I mean. And it was like 30.
Yeah, like taking off and they fall asleep.
Yeah, they're like reading
that still counts as a stolen base.
No, that is that should be. But I'm saying the ones where they just run because they're down by 12 and they don't.
I think that does count. Yeah,
that would.
You know.
Yeah. Because that's weird.
When like let's say he was on first, Tony Womack's on second, Womack still's third, and he just jogs into second. He still gets a stolen base for jogging, even though he, was not ever a threat.
All right, I've put some thought into it, and the score is now Jimmy 4, Brad 1. I'm going to make this final question worth 5 points. Jimmy, you get first opportunity at the final question.
Well, I appreciate that, Matt.
All right. Yeah. In the 2000 NFL season, Marshall Faulk had 2,000 all-purpose yards. How many touchdowns did Faulk score that year? Is it A, 24, B, 25, C, 26, or D, 27?
$25.
25 is incorrect.
Oh, 24, 25, 26, 27 in 2000. It's probably one of the more slept on running backs.
Yeah, Faulk had some incredible years.
For how amazing he was.
Yeah.
I watched a good thing about that game when they lost to the Saints today. On the Yazzie fumble.
You know what's always weird to me, though? Oh, go ahead.
I'll go 26 just to get trivia over, and then we can talk just Faulk.
That is correct, and Brad is our trivia winner for the day. Brad with the steal at the end, getting the Faulk question right. But you know what was always weird to me about Faulk? He has that chubby face. He almost looks like a fat kid. And he's so athletic.
Yeah? Tell me.
He's just so athletic that it's surprising to me how damn good of a running back he was.
Yeah, it's shocking, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the baseball players that are fat. They never get hurt. If you're just doughy, you just kind of bounce around and
Tony Gwynn hitting for fucking 390 batting average.
Oh, David Wells never missed a start.
Mo Vaughn. Mo Vaughn.
Yeah, I think Mo Vaughn dealt with some injuries. He got a little too fat. There's a line. CC Sabathia, you gotta
Bartolo Colon.
Oh, that might be the best.
Bartolo. Yeah.
Poppy was even pretty good. Fat. He was just really, really good.
Jimmy, I had a bonus question. I had to take it off the board.
Why would you help me
due to
out?
legality.
Yeah. Why would you definitely? I don't want to pick other questions. It's not like I have a lot of stuff to do during the day.
I felt like that win was earned by Brad.
Brad will
host trivia next time.
I'm not changing the point total on anything.
He's
I don't give a fuck.
He's gonna be.
If somebody runs away with it,
pick out the fucking questions for this shit.
I don't mind. I don't know what the topic will be yet.
I mean, I kind of like the inside, job we have going on where the host is trying to screw the trivia contestants.
I might just do a whole trivia of old Missouri laws.
Fuck me. Yeah. Well, this one's worth 2. All right, this one's worth 5. This one's worth 10, Brad.
The daily double.
It's a game.
There's a daily double. Then there's always, of course, the made up value at the end.
Made up value to make things interesting, and you came up on the short end of the stick. Let's recap. We got time left.
Fast food draft.
Yeah.
Let's recap our fast food draft. So I'm just going to read them team by team. My fast food 5 was Taco Bell, Arby's, Raising Cane's, Jersey Mike's, and Dairy Queen. All right. Brad, you got Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Culver's, Wendy's, and Burger King.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Jimmy?
That's every big dog.
Brad likes eating fucking burgers.
Dude, you don't
4
have
out
to
of
get
the
burgers
5
at
are
these
just
places.
burger places.
Right, dude. Like, what are we talking about?
But
no.
I'm going to get chicken nuggets.
You assume you take it at face value.
Yeah. Brad
You're
digs
never
deep
gonna have
into the
McDonald's.
menu.
You're never gonna have McDonald's
Yeah.
chicken nuggets. You don't like
I
McDonald's.
don't get the
nuggets?
chicken nuggets. I'll
Eat
get chicken
'em if I
sandwiches at
had
Mickey
to,
D's.
but yeah, I'm not going.
I
to.
don't get McNuggets at
That's
they're
more
McDonald's.
just the variety.
They're always
Mickey D's.
soggy.
And then Jimmy, your list is Qdoba, Sonic, KFC, Steak and Shake, Jack in the Box. I like the variety, Jimmy. The Sonic thing is what gets me on your.
Yeah,
Dude,
You're
it adds
fine.
the ice cream factor though. And
Sonic's kinda-
they have good breakfast there. And they have
Yeah.
ice cream there. It's a dude, and the drinks, like you said.
I'd rather go to Dairy Queen than Sonic. And I picked
But
Dairy
I
Queen
would
last.
too. I would too, but
I'd rather go to Culver's than Sonic or Dairy Queen.
Same.
but I don't but they don't have the good mozzarella sticks there, man. Fuck
Yes,
that.
they do. They have cheese curds. They're even better than
No,
mozzarella.
they're
Never
worse
tried
at Dairy
those.
Queen. They're terrible.
Sonic's
They're poor.
Sonic's mozzarella sticks now are huge breading. It's kind of like how Arby's used to be
When's the last-
amazing,
they've
and they
never
changed.
No, I've been at the damn one, but that we grew up by. I go there, Matt, all the time. Drive through, go out of my way and I got a lot going on, dude. And I go out of my way to get there, dude, to get them
You know-
because they're fire, dude.
I love a good mozzarella stick, especially when it's
Yeah.
like freshly fried and hot. But I have a question for you guys. Have you ever choked on mozzarella stick cheese? Where you like swallow a string of the cheese in the
I
middle
think when I was like,
and kind
Are you
of
trying
hack
to
it back up? That's never happened to either of you guys?
I bit into it once, and I was like, "Ah," and it was like, and you had to pull it. Like,
Well, but you've
I
never
guess-
like swallowed that big string of cheese and it kind of gets caught in your esophagus.
Nah, I don't ever swallow. I spit.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just
see,
spit it out.
sometimes it's too late. And I don't have
I feel
experience in what
like
you're
I've just
talking about,
listened to
dude.
you guys talk about dick cheese for a while. It's just
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, then you know,
Somebody
big
out
old
there knows what
glob-
I'm talking about.
big old
Somebody
glob
out there
goes
is like,
down my mouth, and I
yeah, because that cheese,
Johnny-
it stretches and it sticks together. Now I look
wanna
even worse
hear
doing this.
Who's
motion.
winning this? Because Steak and
But-
Shake alone wins this bet or this
We'll hear from our viewers who
Uh,
wins it.
I don't know how Steak and Shake got. the
I'm
glass,
curious to
though,
see what one of our favorite listeners, Seahawks,
hard
has
to
to say
find
about
now.
this draft.
Steak and Shake's not an easy one to find
which
anymore.
makes it doper.
We got a few of them in KC. I go at least like once every couple months.
Yeah,
to a
it
Steak and
depends on
Shake.
location. Some are really good.
Now, one thing we didn't factor in too is drive-through wait time. Like, because some of the Steak and
Raising
Shake
Cane's is like
really,
the
really
best
bad.
for drive-through
Yeah.
wait time.
Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
is probably my favorite. Like, you get in and out, Raising Cane's, which is crazy because they're making so many different.
Well, and honestly, with any of these places, order through the app. You'll be in and out in 4 minutes. If you actually are busy, order through the app for all of these.
Yeah, just order ahead, pick it up. Yep.
Yeah, you get reward points, you get free shit. It's just easier. I
What about-
can't stand a drive-through line.
What about our next
Waiting
draft?
15. Ooh,
Because Jimmy, you had a good idea earlier. I've forgotten what it was. Jimmy might be frozen. Look at him.
Nah,
Oh no, he's not even frozen. You just had a death
just
stare
tired.
locked in. Holy
because
fucking
I
shit.
realized you were.
I am
you're-
surprised, dude. You
you're
look
tr-
dead frozen.
You're trying to remind me of what we had brought up.
Yeah,
and I'm
you had a
like,
draft idea, and it was
Yeah.
good too.
Oh, it was something
Goddamn.
about like best characters or best. I don't know, something like that. Best.
Okay, it was something character related. We can think about this. We can get it.
Not in the pod though.
No,
I
we
don't
might
think
not be able to
anyone
get it
wants
live.
watch that. Yeah, I gotta click.
we had talked about doing best celebrations.
Best
That was it,
celebrations.
yeah.
That was it. Yeah, best celebrations,
Like
whether it's
after you hit
touchdowns,
a 3 or after a walk
home run.
Like yeah,
I know what I'm taking first in that draft. Dude, Jimmy, how much for the binder, bro? Let's make a deal live on the podcast.
dude, we're talking pages of audios, dude. I'm saying,
I'll give you $300 for the binder, and I'll make.
fuck out of here. 300 for the binder. Cool. Yeah, you got it. All right.
No, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we'll talk off the mic.
We're gonna have to have some heart-to-heart negotiation.
I got them all,
the
dude. They all
Pokemon.
came from your dumbass. You know what
I
I mean?
had all the same damn cards. Oh, that's a Flareon, isn't it?
Dude, you wanted all the weed. Remember that one with the bumblebee?
Beedrill. I have that. I still have that same card.
Yeah, dude. I'm
Kangaskhan. I
saying
remember
you
all
had,
these fuckers.
that's it.
Should we?
Cards are only
Okay.
as valuable as the person that pays for them.
But yeah, as long as that person's there, Brad, the value holds.
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And then the cool book.
Anything else before we shut her down for the night? I mean, the Cardinals still suck. Red Sox, it sounds like they've made somewhat of a surge in a tough
Yeah, we've
division.
actually made a really good push. We might have the best offense in the league right now.
What if we close it down just picking destinations for Ohtani? I know we talked about this a little bit. I'd like to see him go to Seattle. I think it'd be cool to follow in Ichiro's footsteps. And also,
I don't think they can afford them.
Nor do they have the resources.
Well,
The Braves have the
any-
resources, but why do the Braves would even want to
They
give
don't-
up everything
can't.
they
They're
have?
not going to give up that for
Yeah.
that. They already
They could though, because the Angels are asking for two
that would
top
be so
100
against
prospects, so
that'd
they
be
could give
so
away two
against
prospects.
what they're doing. Dude, they don't
Yeah.
need Ohtani.
I
No
think
one-
honestly, he doesn't
this
get
moment-
traded, and then he just hits the open market
Yeah, he's
next
gonna do
year.
that. I don't think, dude. No one is gonna. People will pay for him, but they're not gonna give
But-
up.
The Angels management, their general
No.
managers and their ownership has to basically say, we got to trade him for something or he's going to walk for nothing, right?
But
Isn't-
ultimately, people are gonna tell him to fuck off because what they're asking for is not gonna be met, and they're gonna be like, "Dude,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, we're not doing it. We'll wait till he's a free agent, and then we'll sign him."
Right.
Like, we can offer him what we want, but we're also gonna blow our load way too quick there. Why would we like pitch him and like,
And-
do all that? We'll wait until
Especially
because-
when if you lock him up that long, you're
because,
going
like,
to
dude,
need your
if he
prospects to
goes to
pan
a
out.
team, I doubt they win a World Series. Like, I know he's great.
Well, what you're
Just them
saying leads
getting
me
there-
to the Yankees, though. The Yankees wouldn't offer up all their prospects or 3 or 4 of their top prospects for Ohtani.
They don't have him. They've already given him. Dude, they're not.
What if they trade this Volpe guy, the young dude, and
They'd
some
have to
other
give him and
prospects?
and like a young pitcher up,
And I'm
and
telling
they
you,
don't
I
like they
think-
don't like giving up their pitching.
I think MLB, and maybe I'm crazy, but it's swinging more to the thought of like, I want a proven commodity more than I just want this young talent. Like, given the Mookie Betts trade, like for the Red Sox, that was, I know we would have had to sign him, but if we would have kept, like, if we would have signed him rather than signing the guys that we did, and like, I know Devers has been great, but like we spent money in places like, especially on pitching, that maybe we couldn't have done, and kept a guy that just made the All-Star game for like the 7th time in his career. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah,
that-
but that's
I don't know, this
the
whole
exact
thought
Ohtani
of-
situation. You were never going to sign him. So do you want to lose him for nothing, or do you want something back in return? At least you
Yeah,
got
pretty
Verdugo
much.
back.
we pretty much lost him for nothing.
I mean,
You got a
but-
starter in Verdugo.
Uh-huh.
That's better
Well,
than nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what the Angels are staring down. Same situation.
it does remind
like,
me of the
but they're
Mookie
gonna
thing,
find
because what
themselves in
could
a-
you possibly get back that's as valuable as this dude?
Nothing. But the Red Sox didn't need a, and I don't think they.
Yeah, like Mookie would have signed with the Red Sox if
No,
they
it's
would have
just-
paid him.
It's dumb. Yeah, big market teams, even like the Angels, I don't really understand why they do this to their players. They should be winning and not even questioning the.
Well, they
fact
already
that
got
the guy
Trout
is, like-
and Rendon locked into big contracts. You know, you
Yeah,
can't
but, dude,
spend
like,
$1 billion on 3 guys.
No,
Yeah,
and
'cause
that's
you
what we
could-
did with Chris Sale. Like, that's where we put ourselves. I mean, and we got a championship out of it. The Angels haven't. That's what's
Oh, I was talking why the
Mind-blowing.
Angels are even letting them walk out the door,
Well,
because they already got the Trout contract and Rendon,
yeah, but
along with a bunch of other terrible pitching contracts.
it's just
but-
incredible that we don't even talk about Mike Trout right now. We're talking
Yeah.
about Ohtani.
Well,
but
he's hurt
baseball is a
again.
crazy sport because you could argue they have like 2 of the best 3 players in baseball, and they're not going to make the fucking playoffs.
You know what? It's not an argument,
Probably.
Matt. That is,
Yeah.
they have 2 of the best players. They have
And-
the best player in baseball, and then Mike
How
Trout.
can you not fill in around that to make a serviceable, at least make the fucking playoffs?
They
Dude.
did it with Albert Pujols and Mike Trout for years. It's really crazy. I don't.
That'd be like having like
It'd be
Mahomes
having
and
Albert
Aaron
Pujols
Donald.
Mike Trout.
Aaron Donald and Patrick Mahomes on the Houston Texans with their existing roster.
Well, you need a quarterback.
But even then, you might have
And
them.
they would
might
still
make
suck.
the playoffs.
They would still suck.
I don't know. They
No.
might find a way to
you
make the
need a
playoffs
quarterback.
if you put Mahomes and
No, you
Donald
need a
on the
tight end.
Texans.
The guy that carries him.
I don't know who plays tight end for the Texans. I was trying to think of it. Can't do it.
Fryermuth.
No, that's
Freiermuth.
Pittsburgh.
I don't know.
They used to be Fells, Daniel Fells. He might still be on the roster
No,
somewhere.
his leg got cut off.
Yeah.
He's a big boy. I think D'Amico Ryans will be a good coach for him.
Yeah.
Wrong kid died.
Well, let's call it a week. We're on the uptick to NFL season. We're gonna keep these going probably once a week, and then once NFL season starts, get a couple out a week. And
and guess what?
just like and subscribe. We're trying here, guys. We're gonna invest in better tech. We're gonna get you guys some good content.
We're
Just
gonna
keep
build
on-
up the stacks.
Keep on listening. Like and subscribe if you're new.
Yeah. There might
We
be a
need your
live
feedback.
episode first weekend of August.
Hit
might
the
go
like
live
Yeah,
from
we
the
might be
lake.
all in
Oh,
the same
from the
place.
lake.
for
We
the
might be
first
going
time.
live
From
from
the
the
lake.
lake.
This thing
Live
might
from
do
the
the
lake.
trick. If I
Yeah.
bring my laptop and this little critter, we might be able to get her done.
Game
This little
changer at the
critter.
lake. We might never leave. We might just stay at the lake and make it the
That's
podcast
awesome.
house.
Forget about our jobs. Just say we're gonna
Fuck this
podcast.
shit.
We're gonna make this shit.
We'll
work."
fish, we drink,
Yeah.
we gamble, and we podcast.
Yeah.
Sounds like a win.
All right. Cheers,
Good shit,
y'all.
boys.